You know, we have come a long, long way with interspecies reviewers. You know, there's times when we'd say to ourselves that interspecies reviewers, still to this day, is the greatest harem ecchi anime of all time. It's like this show has got so much controversy in many different ways that this show surpassed the greatest. Greatest shows such as Yushoga no Sora, Valkyrie Drive Mermaid, Shimamaro Testament, To Love Ru, Kiss X Sis. Every show that has so much ecchi into it, so many plots, so many twists, everything. Interspecies reviewers just gave us all. Now, we're in the afternoon. Morning was all about My Hero Academia. That's why I wore this shirt, because it was Class 1A performing like High School Musical. But aside from that, episode 11 of Interspecies Reviewers this was a great episode. I have since the beginning, I never had any problems or any like this episode sucks. I don't like this episode. I feel it's down. I've never had one problem. But it's sad. We're on episode 11, guys, and we have one more left. It's sad to see this show go. And I feel, and I'm sure some of y'all will, that this show needs to be spread around to many other people who prefer to watch this show. And like me, I will spread the word out to say, watch Interspecies Reviewers. If you want to see for those who want to experience, not for fan service, not for academic purposes, but to watch the storyline as this progresses, and please give this consideration to people, give Interspecies Reviewers a chance. So episode 11 kicked things off with this guy who last week appeared out of nowhere at the end, trying to figure out what's his kind of... Now, at first, I thought that he was a creation of Krim. Like, I remember from the witch that used Krim's sperm to make the demons, all that stuff. I thought that was created. I thought that was Krim's duplicate. Not Krim's duplicate, but more like a sample. But this guy, he fucked the hell out of the succubis, those horny succubi girls that were locked up in a cage. You know that episode where Stunk and his friends went to that low class brothel and try to fuck the entire horny succubus, and they got thrown out, and they got a 1-0 because they were so horny that the guys themselves couldn't even handle it. Not only he fucked all them in the cage, he even fucked the receptionist, and she couldn't handle it. He made them orgasm so hard that they got tired. Now the episode kicks off with Stunk. With Stunk and his reviewers came back from Magic Metropolis and meet the guy. He's an incubus. Now, unlike succubus, this is the opposite. Incubus are, male incubus that have sexual desires towards women. Okay. Now, what his review is, he goes to brothels that had the lowest scores that Stunk and his friends did in previous episodes, and gave them a 10 out of 10. So like anything that was under a 5, he rated them. He gave them a scale of 1 to 10. Like he gave them because what he does is he is not the sex that he got into, it's a woman's heart. Like you gotta think about it. Okay, when they go to brothels, they have sex, that's it. But what the incubus is trying to say to them, like, you guys don't know a woman's heart. Like, you can't just go to a brothel and have sex with them. Okay, that's just common one-on-one. But you have to slowly progresses a woman's charm, a woman's heart. The love for them. Not just going and fuck them. No. Go there, embrace a woman's heart, even though they don't have nothing. Just be loved. Just be loved by that. That's what the incubus did. So he went to that cage where he gave it a 10 out of 10. And then he went to other brothels, like the one with the elf girl. Remember that elf girl in episode 1? It was like, remember how Zell, like, oh, she's older than my mom. I won't date her. I won't fuck her. But Stung had an opinion. He's like, she got the body. Of course it's a 10 out of 10. Especially the old lady got some, like, even the old lady, the tsunade of the brothels, yes, the old lady, the tsunade of the brothels, she raped them. I mean, all he did was just got him and just spin her around, like just making her feel young again, have that youth, and gave her a 10 out of 10, and gave her a 10 out of 10. And then this is a skill. This is a skill, and I will love that skill. He has the ability to shrink his penis down to a small little size, and then he could fuck the fairy girls. Because if you remember fairy brothels, they only rape them. I mean, they only have sex with the size because of the size of the penis. Because back then it was size doesn't matter. But for his skill, to shrink his penis, or how he keeps it big or small or whatever, he could easily fuck fairy girls easily. That's kind of a skill for many people. Come on, guys. You guys will admit you guys will love that skill. Trust me, I know you guys will. But that's the skill. I mean, he even resistance to salamander girls. And I remember I didn't want to smash a salamander girl because I don't want to burn my dick. I don't want to burn my face. But due to his fire thing, his fire ability, well, not fire ability, but he endured the love of a salamander girl. He did all that. You know what I mean? This guy can resist to anything, and he was able to do it. So it's funny how, and he even charmed Bones, a skeleton, like just the skeleton girl. That's it. And all he did was just like move the skeleton Bones and just pop out under her boneless thing of flour. It's to charm the ladies. That's what he was doing. Sure, he fucked them, but it was all about a woman's heart, to charm them, the love and the pure of ladies. So flamboyant type, but you get the idea. And then this woman came out of nowhere, just stabbed her. I'm like, oh shit, there's blood? And it's been a while since we saw blood. And it's been a while since we've seen blood, and this was one of them. So we saw the blood, and he falls down so dramatically. And then he felt like, I did it for you, my love. And that right there was kind of like it was like, watching that scene, and the girl was like, I love you. But watching that scene was like a charm. It was like, what the hell's going on? And it was like, like soap opera. Or one of those drama scenes that you watch in those anime shows you watch when you sit down and you're like, oh, it was so dramatic. It was like watching a stage play on this. And it was so funny to see that. And then she got arrested for stabbing. But they're like, oh, he's going to be fine because he got 2 hearts. But not like 2 hearts here, like one side. He got a heart right on the hips. That makes his dick hard. So that could kill him. But still, he got a big heart right here on his hips and make his dick strong. So he's going to be fine. Now, on to Krim. Krim, since the beginning, we've been asking ourselves, is he ever going to get his halo fix? Sure, it's cracked on top. But we need to find out what's his purpose now that his halo broke. I mean, he's working, and he's also, fucking other monster girls. But it's still not enough. But then they realize they get paid more and more with all the fortune they have based on fucking monster girls. So it's basically, what they did before, they fuck monster girls. They scale them on 1 to 10. They go, and then other reviewers do it as well. However, they get more money from that. The more brothels they go to, the more money they get. The more profits they get. So if you was fucking, like, let's say I will go fuck a Minotaur girl, and I give them a 10 out of 10. Stunk and them gave him an 8, but I gave him a 10. All the profits, all the money that I gave to them is going to be sent to Stunk and the others. They get the fortune out of it because they did the reviews. They get paid for that. It's like a business. We put our share to you guys. I mean, we pay for them, and you put the money towards that, and that's how it works. It's like a business. So that business, not only Stunk and Zell did this, but that business made others do their reviews for them to get the money. Excuse me if you're a little confused about it, but you guys get the idea. They get the money for it by giving other people the reviews, and we do it for them, write reviews and give it to them, post it, they make the money. That's how it works. Now, they got, because of the fortune they got with all that gold, They wanted to have a, like, I know Marjorie ignored them and she wanted them to keep drinking and drinking. They got so drunk waiting for Krim to finish that they went to another brothel and got more drunk. They got more drunk and just went to this brothel with these these elves that keep drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking until nothing happens. And sure, we got scenes of them having sex with them. That was great. But they were passed the fuck out, having a huge hangover. Didn't even know what's going on. After that, all their fortune was gone. And Krim didn't, you know what? Krim's a dick. Because you left them hanging. They show moments where he was like, and how does Stung able to hit his penis so hard and didn't even get hurt? He's like, I'm like, this guy's not even hurt. If you slap your dick hard, you know you fall like, oh. But this guy, he did it so hard, it didn't even faze him. But they got so passed out. Krim was drinking alcohol so much that it didn't even affect him. Alcohol, water, fire, you name it, it didn't affect him at all. It affected the other three, but Krim took it all and just left him hanging. Now, without no money, they go out and battle others demons. Well, not demons, well, like, you know, just like a fantasy thing, you know, facing dragons, facing wolves, going through dungeons after dungeon, like some is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon type thing. They've been doing kind of like that, and that's what they've been doing. But after all the time they've been facing through every dungeon, every kingdom, every area, they just realized they saved the world. Like, you just did their part, like you just did it for them. But they didn't care, they didn't want more money. And now our adventures waits to the last episode. It's sad to see it go. It's sad. This episode was great. I know we didn't get like a big reviews of anything. But like I said, to see this episode, what it is, and to see it, and the next week is going to be the last episode, it's sad for us to see it go. You know, like I said before, and I'll say it again. With next week's episode down the road, sure, it's going to be sad that we're not going to see afternoon doses of fan service. In spring, you know, with spring shows coming around, new spring anime shows coming around the corner, it's sad to see Interspecies go. I look forward for the last week's episode of Interspecies Reviewers. We can predict that the next week's episode will be not only the last episode, but the funniest episode for Stunk and our reviewers. So I look forward for next week's episode, and I hope you will.